Did you not see that yoke?
What?
You didn't see that yoke? It literally just came right down that hill.
Yeah.
And I was coming up through the clearing. I seen something running. And I thought it was a deer. You know, just how you sneak up through the trees. So I stopped in the middle of the clearing, put a new bolt, or put a bolt back in, but when I took it out of the quiver, like she heard it. So she got right to the edge of the clearing and then kind of went up about 30 yards and then cut across the top. So I was gonna take that shot, but I was like, ah. Plus I think that's where that buck went, because I never seen him come out of here. And I just walked slow all the way through there. Recap.
See a coyote. It's a coyote hunt.
Oh, I was gonna shoot it. So just a recap from this morning, guys. We didn't make a video when we were coming in, just because I tried to get in quiet, and had Matt set up here at the top of the hill, in the trees here, in the whatever you want to call it, the woods.
Real faithful spot.
And then I creeped back down here to this new little kill spot we got. Hadn't seen anything, so I did a calling sequence. I did some doe bleats and then some disgruntled buck grunts, young buck. And then within minutes, I saw a deer come off the hill on the far right side and was pretty much running down the hill. And so I never really saw where it went, didn't never see it again. So then I did a rattling sequence with some additional buck grunts. And probably within 5 minutes of that, I seen the largest buck I have ever seen on the hoof in my entire life come off that hillside at about 100 yards in between those two trees. And so I'm fumbling around. I try to turn on the camera, trying to zoom it in, and you gotta like find a landmark or whatever, so when you're trying to find through that little screen. And so I thought I was zooming in where he was standing, and no, I got no footage. But either way, it was a pretty awesome encounter. I don't know where he went. I did a snort wheeze at him, and within 30 seconds of that, I had that little spike come across, and then I seen another buck cross, but I only seen like its belly. But I could tell it was a buck, but I don't think it was that buck. I don't think it would have gotten all the way from over there to over here that fast. But long story short, had about a really eventful 15 minutes there, and then the rest of the day, hadn't seen anything. So I have a work event I'm gonna get to, and then I'm gonna get back out here hopefully by 3 or 4 o'clock tonight. I'm gonna hit right back up to the same spot, because now I got the fever. I now have the fever when you see the biggest buck of your life within 100 yards. So keep hanging in there, and we'll get back at you when we get back in the stand. Stay tuned. All right, everybody, we are just wrapping up November 2nd, and Matt and I came out this morning, like we just talked about, and had a great encounter. I did some rattling, some calling, and I honestly believe that's what pulled that buck over this direction.
Oh, I'd say so.
And he popped that hill. My heart started beating, turned the camera on just by instinct, tried to zoom in, and just absolutely could not find him in that little 3-inch viewfinder. And that's one of the hardest things about filming is, you know, when you see it with your eyes, but then to try to find it or locate it in the video camera. And then even if you do locate it, you know, you got branches and sticks and stuff in the way. So it's wanting to focus in on those other things versus what you're trying to see. So I had a very small window of opportunity to film that deer as it came across between those two trees. And I don't think I got him on video, but as we were coming back in tonight, Matt was climbing his tree, and I look over and I see a monster rub, and I know for a fact this rub was not here this morning. Yeah, when we came out, I would have definitely seen it. So I just want to flip this around so you guys can see it. But that is fresh. Look at all them shavings down on the ground. I mean, that's fresh. And then if you look right over here, that one's old, but that's a great sign too, Matt.
Yeah.
I mean,
No dominance right here.
bottom line, that looks like maybe a last year rub. Right next to this tree that he's come in. What is that? Probably about 5 or 6, 10 inches round. I don't know.
It's 4 inch.
Either way, it's not a sapling.
It's about 5 inch.
It's a heck of a rub, heck of a sign. I'm pretty sure that it was from that buck that I called in, because he came down in that valley, and if he didn't come to me, the only other way he would have come is this way. So I think sometime this morning, as after we left, I would, if I was a betting man, I would say that's the buck that I seen.
Oh yeah.
So pretty excited. We have now 6 or 7 good hit list bucks just on this property. So we're going to keep devising a plan, keep narrowing down everything, keep pushing. But for this episode, we're going to sign off. I'm exhausted. What about you?
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day, cold day. So we're going to go warm up, get something to eat, and we will get back after it. Well, I'm getting back after it tomorrow. You got some family obligations to do.
Yeah, got a wedding.
So got a wedding. Daggone, who the heck schedules a wedding during deer season?
Non-hunters.
Non-hunters. Goodness gracious.
I tell you what, family.
So he's got family obligations to deal with. I'm going to get back out in the morning and keep, like I said, keep narrowing down and pushing back on this buck. So keep hanging in there. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, get down there and subscribe now. Continue to follow along as the season continues to progress. And as always,
Wake up and hunt.
wake up and hunt.